Okay, 8th graders, hello again. We are moving into week 2 of e-learning, and I have everything posted on Schoology. I'm just going to walk you through so you understand what you should be doing, what else you can do, where stuff is, things like that. Some of you have already emailed me and you've seen this update and you've seen your grades because I still had those papers that we did in class, like right before school kind of got ended or shut down on us. And if you weren't there, basically what I did is I just excused it from your grade. Or if you didn't turn it in, it doesn't help your grade, it doesn't hurt your grade either. If you're someone that thinks you still have it and you did it, I'm not going to collect any papers through this pandemic, but if you have it and you want to show me a picture of it through email, then I can give you points for it, but it's not going to hurt your grade. A lot of you were absent that last day that we had health before everything got canceled or we weren't in school because of the state basketball games. But basically I put the Fed Up worksheet, the video worksheet you guys completed with the sub when I was gone. It's 15 points, and if you did it, you got all 15. And the body image worksheet we did as kind of an introduction to body image and eating disorders and fad diets. And that was also 15 points. So if you did it, I just gave you the 15 points. If you weren't there, again, it's just excused. It doesn't hurt your grade, but it also doesn't help your grade. So you have to do excellent on all the quizzes here for quarter 4. I added the BMI extra credit onto one of those worksheets because they were both 15 points, so it won't matter which one I put it on. Some of you didn't turn in one or the other, so I just basically added it to that body image worksheet unless you didn't turn it in. It was worth, I just give you 5 extra credit points. So if you got 20 out of 15, then I added your BMI extra credit. You can still do that. If you haven't taken the quiz, it's the nutrition and body image quiz. It's on Schoology. I'll show you where in a second, but take it. I know a lot of you have tried and attempted, and you should keep trying until you get 100%. Use your notes, look up answers that you aren't sure. Some of you took it 6 times, and you still, it took you 6 times to get 20 out of 20. Who cares? It took 6 times, it took 6 times. So it closes next Friday. I wouldn't wait till next Friday to try it, because if you want to take it again next week and take a couple days off and try again, it will always take your highest grade though. So if you do bad or if you don't finish it and don't submit it, it's not a big deal. It won't hurt your grade. This is my what should I be doing video. I had to do it after the post, so here it is. And then I have the agenda in the materials folder, which I'll show you where that is right now. So in the materials section, our next unit is communicable disease, and it is a big topic, and it really strikes with what's happening in the world right now with this coronavirus, because it's a communicable disease, and we can learn how they spread, how our body responds when we get bacteria and pathogens in them, and how we can stop the spread, which you're seeing firsthand right now, some really intense ways, and pretty much saying stay at home because we don't know who has the virus, and you don't know if you have it for, up to, 2 to 14 days. So BMI extra credit's still here. Here's the calculator. You're going to need to know your height and your weight. Maybe your parents can help you with that. I still have all the notes posted, so if you need to make your own copies, go for it. Here's the quiz that you should have already attempted. Some of you haven't tried it yet, and it makes me a little nervous, and it makes me think that you're not out there doing your homework or checking in with my class. So by next week, if you haven't at least attempted this once, I'm going to start emailing you and bugging you. So please check your email and please respond to me so I know you're alive. Otherwise, I have to report that you have basically been skipping class to the school, and then they have to bother you and call your parents, and you don't want that. So at least attempt the quiz once for me by early next week so I know you're out there. The lecture videos, I have added more, lots of videos. There is an immune system video. This is a YouTube video that I have in one of my PowerPoints. It's at, I think, the end of number 3 or 4 for communicable disease, but I was basically just going to play it on my recording screen for you, but it won't record my computer's audio. so you wouldn't be able to hear anything, so it would be pointless. But then you should have access to this clip and it should take you straight to YouTube. You should have permission to watch it now. So if you don't have permission, let me know and I can fix that. You should have permission though. I have all of my lecture videos. Again, communicable disease is a big one. So we have video 1, 2, 3, 4, and whopping number 5. Whereas the other one was only like 2. But I will assign one of these a day, so I'm really going to space it out for you. You can always watch more if you want to get ahead and then work on other classes. I want you to have that leisure. I just don't want you to wait till last second, because then I'm going to think that you're not out there doing your homework and I'm going to get a little nervous. There's a vaccines video, which is also from my PowerPoint, and how they work. So when it prompts you in the lecture videos to watch this, you can watch this, and it's going to get you ready to understand why vaccines are important, how they work when they enter your body. The lecture talks a lot about how your immune system works and how we build resistance to diseases and why, polio has stopped spreading because of the vaccine. And then we have an example of what polio looks like and how people have really suffered from it. It's called The Last Iron Lung, a really good example of why we need vaccines. Not only because of this pandemic, is an example of why, this is the world without one vaccine. This is one disease killing and spreading. Imagine if we had no vaccines, which is where these anti-vaxxers really get to me, because it's like, why? How can you even justify that we don't need vaccines? Yikes. So this is just a short clip, and this is the man that is living in an iron lung. Basically what polio does is it paralyzes you, and because he's paralyzed from the neck down, he can't breathe on his own, so he has to live in this machine called an iron lung, which was designed for the polio pandemic, and it's basically keeping him alive. And he's had to find people to rebuild it and work on it, or he would die. And it's just a great example of why you don't want polio or other diseases. And then I have finally opened up this Vaccine Wars video for you. A lot of you were like, hey, how do I do this worksheet? How do I answer these questions? And I didn't want you to do it until after you finished the communicable disease lectures and notes. So this will come later, but I have opened it up for you. It's kind of a more lengthy video. Again, you should have permission. If it goes away, let me know. I'll approve it again for the school. But it goes with the worksheet that is also on the materials page that I'll show you here in a second, and you should answer the questions. Again, I'm not going to be collecting any papers. I'm not going to collect the worksheets. I don't want them. I will be posting a quiz on Schoology for the video, and it'll be some of, not all of, it's a long worksheet, but it will be most of the questions from there, and then you can just copy your answers into the quiz, and it should be easy. The communicable disease has a concept check, I believe, even just after the first video. That'll be your quiz for communicable disease. It'll be open for a while, and I will again tell you when it closes, and you can use your notes for that as well. Going back to the materials page here. Again, here's the quiz you should be taking, lecture videos, there's skeleton notes if you want to print out your skeleton notes and have them. You should be filling them out. Here's that Vaccine Wars worksheet that I had available at school. If you didn't get it, you might need to open this up, make a copy or copy down the questions so that you can fill them out during the video. You don't have to watch the video in one sitting because it's pretty long. So I'm going to break it up between 2 days, but again, you could probably break it up more if you needed more time. This is what you were doing on week 1, and in here is week 2. So here is what I scoped out for week 2 of e-learning. I also posted it on the 8th grade planner board that Miss Landrew was nice enough to start for you guys. So all of this is on there too, but Monday is a health day, so you should have completed the quiz on nutrition and eating disorders. If you haven't already, attempt it. Just attempt it so I know you're there. Keep taking it as many times as you want. Again, you should be able to get 100%. If you don't know an answer, You know, it'll let you, I edited it, so you should be able to look at the ones you got wrong, but it won't give you the correct answer. So look at the ones you got wrong, look them up, get 100%, and you can start notes on communicable disease on Monday if you want. I'm not assigning it yet. Tuesday is not a health day, but you can work on health if you've fallen behind or want to get ahead. Wednesday, again, complete the quiz. If you haven't, try it again if you haven't gotten 100%. And on Wednesday, you should be starting notes on communicable disease, and you should watch lecture video number 1, at least. They're about 10 to 15 minutes long each. You can watch more if you want to get ahead and watch like 2 in a day, because health is fun and you think it's fun to learn about communicable disease, but you should at least watch one of them today so you don't have to, again, wait until next Friday and watch them all in a row, because that's a lot. Thursday, not a health day, but you can work on health. Friday is not a school day. We would have had school off for Easter spring break, but feel free to work on things if you want to, and don't forget to get outside and get that physical activity. You know, I'm your health teacher, but I'm also a phys ed teacher, and I find the importance of physical activity also. This is also the last day to take the nutrition and body image quiz. It's going to close after Friday, so if you haven't taken it, it's worth 20 points. If you haven't gotten the 20 points, again, you should be able to go back and review which questions you've gotten wrong. But otherwise, Friday, it's going to take that score, whatever your highest score was, and hopefully you've attempted it by then, because some of you still haven't done it. And it makes me nervous. So, again, you can always contact me if you have any questions or concerns. But hopefully these videos help you guys a little bit in mapping out what you should be doing on each day. But most of you are eager to work ahead, so do what you gotta do. Have a great second week of learning.